Parshat Tetzaveh opens with a surprising kind of holiness. Not thunder on a mountain, not miracles, clothes. V'asita bigdei kodesh la'aron achicha bechavod u'letifaret. Make sacred garments for Aaron your brother, for dignity and for beauty. We're used to saying that what matters is the inside and not the outside. And yet the Torah devotes entire sections to clothing. From the moment Adam and Eve become aware of their nakedness and cover themselves, clothing becomes part of the human narrative. Yosef's striped coat, the torn garments of mourning, the washing of clothes before the giving of the Torah, the laws of shatnez, mixing two different types of materials. All these tell us that what we wear isn't neutral. It shapes how we move in the world and how we experience ourselves. The great 19th century sage of Baghdad, Rabbi Yosef Chaim, known as the Ben Ish Chai, a leading Sephardic halachic authority and Kabbalist, reads our verse and notices two words, lechavod uletifaret, for honor and for splendor. He explains that korbanot, sacrifices, atone through active service, through doing. But the priestly garments atone simply by being worn with honor. They elevate the person quietly, constantly, all day long. In his language, the clothing has piel, an extra spiritual radiance, even beyond the moment of sacrifice. Just by wearing them in the right way, the Kohen Gadol is transformed. In another passage in his work, Aderet Eliyahu, the Ben Ish Chai adds a very human layer. God, he reminds us, sees the heart, but human beings see with the eyes. A person may look very righteous and not be so in truth. Another may not appear especially pious, yet be deeply holy inside. We can't truly know each other's souls, but there is one test, he says, for the Kohen Gadol. If he puts on these garments and walks into the Kodesh Kodashim on Yom Kippur, the Holy of Holies, and emerges in peace alive, then we know this is a true tzaddik. For such a person, he says, the garments are genuinely for honor and for splendor. For someone unworthy, they would expose shame. He would not leave alive. With an ordinary person, you would have to wait and see how their story plays out. But with Aaron, a known kadosh, a prophet, Moshe's brother, the honor of the garment is assured from the moment they are made. The verse can already say, for him, these clothes are kavod and tiferet. So the question becomes, when do our clothes honor us and when do they betray us? When do they hide us and when do they reveal us? The Italian Enlightenment thinker, Isaac Samuel Reggio, a 19th century linguist, translator of the Torah into Italian, and founder of a modern rabbinical seminary, helps us with these two words. Kavod, he says, is dignity. Tiferet points to something that rises above nature, a sign that the Shekhinah dwells among Israel. In Tanakh, Tiferet is used for three things: the Mikdash and its vessels, Beit Tifelti, the Tefillin, Pe'elcha Chavosh Alecha, and the garments of the Kohanim. All three are physical objects that somehow carry divine radiance. Reggio says that the priestly clothes are royal garments, but not for ego. They are royal because through them, divine kavod flows to the people. The point isn't that the Kohen Gadol feels fancy. It's that when he dresses this way, we remember that something beyond us is present. And of course, our tradition doesn't only speak about the Kohen's clothing. The Talmud in Shabbat says about the verse, V'chibadto me'asot drachecha, and you shall honor it, the Shabbat, that this includes not only not wearing the same clothes on Shabbat as on weekdays. Rabbi Yochanan called his Shabbat clothing mechabtotai, my honorers. The way he dressed for Shabbat honored the day, but it also honored him. Maimonides, Rambam, the 12th century philosopher and halachist, writes in Hilchot Deot that the clothing of a Torah scholar should be neat and clean, Not ostentatious like kings, not shabby like beggars, but dignified, balanced, appropriate. In Hilchot Shabbat, he codifies that part of Shabbat honor is wearing special, clean garments, even if that just means adjusting or lengthening the one garment that you have. The physical is not dismissed, it is harnessed to create an atmosphere of respect and sanctity. And history shows us that this isn't abstract. In the 14th and 15th century Iberia, Jews who were forced to convert to Christianity but secretly kept Jewish practices, the Anusim, the crypto Jews, were sometimes exposed because they washed their clothes on Thursday to honor Shabbat. Their laundry schedule gave them away. Clothing and our care for clothing became an act of hidden resistance, of identity. In the Cairo Geniza, among the thousands of worn out texts, we find marriage contracts that describe a woman's right to scarves, to head coverings, to specific garments. In communities across Yemen, the detailed listing of clothing in marriage contracts tells us how central dress was to dignity, to status, to self respect, to identity. What you wore was how you said, "This is me. I am part of this people." The Talmud in Brachot tells a small piercing story about King David. When he secretly cuts the corner of Shaul's cloak, instead of killing Shaul, we're told, anyone who degrades clothing will eventually not benefit from them. And later, in David's old age, it says they covered him with garments, but he could not get warm. Clothing that was once treated without respect, even though it was given instead of a life, no longer protects. It's a poetic way of saying the physical things we dismiss, the symbols we think are superficial, often carry more spiritual weight than we realize. Modern halachic authorities continued this line. Rabbi Ben Zion Meir Chai Uziel, the first Sephardic chief rabbi of the state of Israel, writes in Mishpatei Uziel that Kavod Shabbat includes Shabbat garments that honor the wearer. Echoing Rabbi Yochanan's Mechab Totai, Oneg Shabbat, he adds, is the Shabbat meals, the candles. All of it together creates an environment where body and soul feel the difference. So what is Parshat Tetzaveh teaching us? Not that clothes make the person in a superficial sense, but that clothes can speak for the person. They can protect, elevate, remind, and connect. Tzitzit at the corners of the garments enable people to remember the mitzvot. Sackcloth and torn clothing externalize inner grief. Esther sends clothing to Mordecai when he's in sackcloth, a gesture of care, a gesture of telling him to stand up for his honor. And sometimes the holiest thing you can do for yourself is to curl up in an old sweatshirt that makes you feel safe. We live in a culture that swings between extremes, either obsession with appearance or a proud rejection of caring about it at all. Tetzaveh invites us into a different space to ask, how do I dress in a way that brings out my kavod and my tiferet? How can my physical choices, what I put on my body, what I put in my body, what I wrap myself in, support the person I'm trying to become? For Aaron, the answer is clear. He's already known as a tzaddik, a man of peace. For him, says the Ben Ish Chai, the priestly garments are from the moment of their making, truly for honor and for splendor. They don't create his holiness, they reveal it. They carry it out to the people. For us, the journey is slower. But maybe that's the invitation of this Parsha, to treat our outer lives, our clothes, our homes, our rituals, not as empty shells, but as tools, as ways to signal to ourselves and to others that something sacred is happening here. Because sometimes holiness begins very simply with the way we get dressed.